Mark, 1,000. Hello, welcome to today's stream. I hope your time zone you want. Back in Age of Wonders 4, no major announcements I can think of. Work is work. I'm gonna have to take next Monday off. They have me starting so early that I really can't do a stream. So yeah, busy season at work, so I can work anywhere from 2 p.m. to 4 a.m. I'll try to keep things as consistent as I can, but, you know, life is life. Reality comes first. I will also have to take time off, probably for holidays and family time and that sort of thing, so again, I will try to keep things as consistent as I can, but that's life. Now, we are playing Age of Wonders 4. After this, we will dive into Dawn of War Enhanced Edition, and then after that, Sins of Our Solar Empire 2, I believe is the plan. They've now released enough where I'm like, alright, let's dive back in. One of my favorite, well, the original is one of my favorite games of all time. Sins of Our Solar Empire 2 is fine. I enjoy it. I still play it on occasion, but I'm kind of disappointed in that the single-player quote-unquote campaign for Sins of a Solar Empire 2 is just, here's a challenge map. And it's just the description of what the challenge match is, and that's your story. It's like, listen, should have built it as challenge maps, not single-player campaign. Alright. Having said all that, as always, today's broadcast is brought to you by viewers like you. So thank you very much for your support. Whatever form that support comes in, it is truly appreciated. I encourage conversation, so feel free to talk about whatever you want, ask about whatever you want. Please just keep a few things in mind. 1, my focus is on the game, not the chat. 2, there's a 10-second delay on Twitch, 20 on YouTube, and 3, I tend to get distracted by anything and everything, especially if my lovely wife is involved. On top of all of that, no matter who you talk to, whether it be me or someone else, please keep it reasonable and respectful. We try to keep this a fun, relaxing place for people to hang out and be themselves. I need to create a new folder here. Hold on. Age of Wonders 4. Blood Throne. And there we go. Okay. Otherwise, I think we're good. Sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and dive in to Age of Wonders it's Thrones of Blood. So, TRN BLD is probably better. Just so I remember, it's Thrones of Blood, not Blood Throne. There is a difference. Rename it, so. Throne Blood. There we go. Alright. Right, let's begin. Hello, welcome back to a playthrough of Age of Wonders 4. Specifically, DLC Thrones of Blood. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to screw that up and call it Blood Thrones multiple times. Deal with it. Yeah, they released, so new rulers, new tomes, balance changes, all that jazz. We're not going to go, again, we're not going to go everything. This is a faction creation video. But we will go over some of the new changes. One of the things, and the Pantheon. So, my Pantheon, rewards. So, they added a page 2. I don't like that it counts the pages separately, that's probably a limit of the engine. And most of it is just cosmetic stuff, variants, that sort of thing. Banner icons, cosmetics. There's 4 new abilities: Pull Shot, Wail of the Banshee, which is enemy units within a 2 hex. So Pull Shot, pull them towards you. So lose morale and become weakened. Interesting. Inspiring Presence passive item. Now this one's interesting. While in combat, all of the friendly units have a 25% modifier to positive morale gain. This effect doesn't stack. So I did poke around a little. What they mean is that this specific Inspiring Presence doesn't stack. So if you have 3 heroes, and each one has this Inspiring Presence from this item, you do not get a 75% positive gain to morale. But if you have, like, what is it? The racial one, I'm drawing a blank on the name, that is like increases positive gain, and then there's one from tomes. Those stack, and that will get a 25% buff. So it stacks, it's just this instant doesn't stack. And Piercing Shot, which is neat, which unlocks the Pierce Shot, Arcanium, a lot of Arcanium ore stuff. So it's just full thing, Pierce Shot, damages all targets in a 4x line. However, Apex Predators, this is interesting. They believe themselves to be at the top of the food chain. Be weak is to be prey. Gain 50 food on pillaging a province improvement. Gain 50 food on raising a conquered city per province improvement it has. So theoretically, if a full city has 30 tiles, and each tile has a province improvement, that is 30 times 50. That's 1,500 food. Interesting. Gain 30 food on successfully migrating a conquered city per population. But the city loses additional pop afterward. I'm not sure how that's calculated, but I don't like it. Right? Oh, this pop has 30 cities. I migrate. Normally I would lose... Sorry, this city has, we'll say, 20 pop. Normally, if I migrate, I would lose, I think, 2. I think it's 1 for every 10, or something like that. It might be 1 for every 5. I don't know, we'll say 1 for every 10. So now it starts at 18. But I gain 30 times 6 is 600. Oh, great, so that washes even. I think what it does is, 20 pop, gain 600 food, gain 2 or 3 pops, and now you lose 3 or 4. Which is like, there's no bonus there. We're not going to get a shingle. Vassals grant plus 10 food per population. So if you have a vassal size 10, that is a bonus 100 food. Now, the weird thing here is food is not universal. It is on a per city basis. So I don't know how it decides what city that bonus goes to. Right? Honestly, in an ideal world, that bonus would be evenly split. All these bonuses would be evenly split between every city. So if you are in direct control of 3 cities, when you pillage a province improvement, it is 50 divided by 3. And each city gets 13 food? But, I like the concept. I'm not sure about how the implementation is, and unfortunately, because of we're not going to earn that, we're not going to get a chance to try it. So the other new thing, right?
Choose your destination.
Is a new challenge realm, right? And a new story map. Now, we're gonna do the story map, obviously. The only new stuff for the custom realm is, let's edit. Hey, I click edit? Yes. Is, let's see. I think it's just a land type. City modifiers, rule modifiers, unit modifier. All right, so it's here. It's a climate trait, which is sunless highlands. So we're gonna see that anyway. So let's go ahead.
Destination.
Take a look at the map. Thank you. We're gonna play on normal. We always start on normal. If I get my ass kicked, I will drop it down to easy. As an new ruler type, Elder Vampire. As an Elder Vampire, return to the Rude? It's weird. I think it should be ruined. Or something else. I understand the word vaguely, as in ominous, desolate, creepy origin realm of all vampire kind. Foil or court, it's two feuding arch-vampire guardians. As you venture to uncover the mythical crypt of the Deathless God and bring about a long-awaited reckoning of blood. So, land. So features one single massive landmass. Each empire shares a single land mass. No oceans, or at least, without no large bodies of water, right? So there can be rivers and that sort of thing. Explorative underground. The underground in this realm is a labyrinth of tunnels and small caverns filled with treasure, but cannot be settled. Like, you cannot have a city down there. It's just not work. Low population. Okay, free cities are rare. And sunless highlands. This realm consists of a mountainous and sunless heartland that gets colder towards the edges. The following province features are abundant. Sunless, snow and ice. Scarce, ashlands, chasm and lava. Or chasm, however you want to say it. No sand. Sunless. Absence of sunlight has spread thorny and dark floor dotted with crimson roses. Cities annexing this province suffer -5 stability. Units regenerate -5 hit points per turn on the world map. Units only receive 50 or half the temporary hit points while in combat. Units in cities that have Heartless or are an empire led by an Elder Vampire are immune to these effects. So, interesting terrain, right? Unfortunately, right, the obvious thing to crush this map is to make an angel faction go Order Nature Materium or Order Nature Shadow, right? And just reshape everything into non-sunless lands, and you're gonna kick a lot of ass. Unfortunately, we need to show off the new tomes, so neat, not gonna affect us as we'll be playing as an Elder Vampire. So next.
Your journey starts here.
And here we go. We're gonna create a new faction.
What is your people's
I like the idea of Vampiric Ogre King, right? So we're gonna change our traits. We're gonna select Cheerful. That's what's. I don't know if we're gonna select that. We are gonna take Light-footed. That feels good. Don't think we're gonna do mounts. I think they added a new mount right here. They added Shrieking Bats. How cool is that? Offense, I would like to take... Pack Tactics is always good. But I'm going to take Keen-Sighted. And so that leaves either Elusive or Hardy. For defense. Utility, we've got a few. Sharp Eyes. Cold-blooded could be an interesting. Cheerful could be an interesting. For now, we'll take hardy, I think, and confirm. That feels good. We may go back and change this.
What is their origin culture?
Alright, next. Dark. They have revamped Dark. So either we get the Cult of Tyranny, which is Shadow. Alright, your people value strength. Tyranny is a virtue, and a privilege for those who prove their might. Units weaken enemy status resistance through Aura of Tyranny and exploit vulnerability. Oh, what is that? Hold on. Lock in, please. On attack, inflict status vulnerability, and heal self for 5. Interesting. Captures heroes to control free cities through hostage diplomacy. -1. So no Whispering Stones. And what it is for every when you fight a city, you capture the heroes. As long as that hero is alive, as opposed to a Whispering Stone, for every hostage you have, right, you get a +1. So if you can capture 4 or 5 hostages, even 2 or 3, right, that is better than having a Whispering Stone. So, but you have to capture the heroes. If you capture a city without capturing heroes, you'll always have at least 1. So do keep that. Gain city stability when executing heroes in your prison. Interesting. So now executing. Oh shit! Am I low on stability? I think I have to execute a few just to keep me up there. That's interesting. And unique city structures provide greatly increased gold at the cost of city stability. But if you capture enough heroes, you know it almost feels like you want to keep a free city around at war with permanently. So they can just keep sending heroes at you. It's like, all right, great, fodder. Right? There's a build here, status resistance, or if tyranny, that's status resistance. Right? So there's a build here with Cult of Tyranny where you just remember that viewer suggestion 3 was apply as many debuffs as possible. Combined with this, up the wazoo, right? Just all the debuffs. And then Cult of Death. Your people are familiar with death. Sacrifice is the norm and a tool for their overlord to use. Units get power when friendly or hostile units are slain through power from death. So whenever a unit is slain, we gain a Mortal Blessing. What's a Mortal Blessing? We gain 5 hit points and 2 crit chance. Oh. So if 10 units die, all our units gain plus 50 hit points and a 20% crit chance. Oh. Okay. Is there something else? If this unit gets the killing blow, they get 2 mortal blessings. Oh, he says. Interesting. Okay. Heroes in your grip can be turned into embalmed sacrifices. And these are used by the Dark Cult of Death for powerful city structures and unique strategic spells. So used embalmed sacrifices to build powerful city structures or cast morbid sacrifices. Let's do. Units in friendly armies in target province, free heal, camouflage, ton of morale for the next combat, and plus 20 hit points. Oh. Interesting. We're gonna do Cult of Death, so we're going Dark Nature to begin. Let me add Culture. And we're gonna add, and then, I think it's creating a spreadsheet. F8. 9? 10. Nope, 9 it was. No, that's 19. There we go. Paste. Great. So culture-wise, we're starting with Shadow and Nature. Great. So let's take a look at our ogre kin again. So we're going to select that.
What defines their society?
Backtrack to this. Edit. So we took keen-sighted. Okay. Which I still appreciate, so that means we will score hits at rate. Defense is hardy. That's a lot of hit points we'll have, and I'm still okay with a utility. I don't think there's one... Yeah, Arcane Focus. That's interesting. Ferocious. Wow, I think they changed that. I think that used to be deal 20% damage. I could be wrong. Sneaky is flanking attack, strong, physical. I mean, physical is not a bad one either. Ah. Overwhelmed tactics could be another good one, right? But for that, we have to group up. Which will happen. So there's that idea of we start with a 20% crit hit chance. And every time we kill someone, or any time someone dies on the board, that goes up by 5%. Wipe out an army, and by the end of the fight, you're at 60%, 50%. The only way to get that is to lose our defense. No. Would be to take a flaw. Careless. Coward. Uncooperative. That wouldn't work. Vulnerable to magic, vulnerable to physical, which we can overcome. Weak constitution. Ooh. Yeah, careless would negate overwhelm tactics. Oh, sorry, uncooperative would negate. Defense mode gives -1 defense. -1. Are vulnerable to magic. I don't know, we always end up stacking so much physical defenses. That vulnerable to physical always feels good. Like, if you're gonna take a flaw, this is the easiest one to overcome, right? Or weak constitution. Because we can overcome that theoretically with morbid sacrifice, right?
What is your people's form?
I'm gonna take vulnerable to physical. I'm gonna drop hardy, and instead we're gonna take keen-sighted and overwhelming tactics. Alright? So we're gonna take a lot of damage. At least until we get some defense. But we're going to hit quite a bit. And as long as we're standing next to someone, we're going to crit quite a bit. Especially once we start getting kills. Alright, let's try it. Alright? So we'll do that. Oh, sorry, this was set. Dark, cult of death. Select. Now,
what defines
society traits? They have added a few new ones. 2, I think. Maybe 3? 2. Oh, interesting. Because of the realm, it's a story map. Okay. So the 2 they added was Swift Marchers Forced March inflicts no damage to your units. Routed units are never lost. All units gain road walk, so they can travel along roads faster. And we start with an extra scout unit, and we start with Forced March, which is interesting. I'm not saying no. Just not sure it's right for what we're building. Empire of the Cosmos. Now this one's interesting. So right now we're starting with one of each affinity. So, their study of the astral sea and the sources of magic make for an imposing empire. Having one of each affinity gets plus 20 mana. So if you have one of every affinity, plus 20 mana. Interesting. Having two of every affinity, knowledge. Having three, plus 20 Imperium. And it removes the restrictions on affinity requirements. Meaning, essentially, it is a Unbound Tomes that rewards grabbing, going as wide as possible. Okay, as far as affinity goes. Now, I don't know if that's what we're gonna go with. But that is interesting, right? Oh, and then society traits. Okay. Society traits. Right? I'm trying to do the math. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna have to recalculate this. Paste. This is... Homes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break on this. Shift cells up. Just so I can read it. Yep, that's fine. And then shift this down. No, I can't do it. Cut. Paste. Alright. And then society traits. So total affinity is... And then F10? Yes. Okay, so total affinity is Tomes affinities plus culture plus society traits. So now that right now would give us, sorry, I call it arcane, I guess it's astral. Alright. Those are the affinities. Astral, and 8 be called out on. 1 astral. Right? And so we're gonna look at tomes. Why are we looking at tomes? Because the 3 new tomes are Tome of the Blood Rite, Shadow Chaos. Tier 1, we have to take that because I want to show it off. Alright, fine. Blood Rite. What does it do? Rites of Bloodletting. Target friendly unit sustains 5 unblockable damage. Then all enemy units within 2 hexes gains bleeding and takes double that damage. 10 physical damage. Which is blocked by defense. Remember. The Life Leeching. Target friendly units again sustains 5 unblockable damage. But then for 3 turns, they gain Strengthened and Lifesteal at 10. So very easy to get that back. Blood Drinking Blades. +1 physical damage. Great. And striking units with bleeding gain 2 temporary hit points. Awesome. Doesn't appear to be a cap on that. Not that it matters. But neat. So a way to heal. Blood Cultist. So we're going mages. Battle mage unit that bleeds and stuns their enemies. Has hemorrhaging bolts. It's bleeding. Oh, deals an extra 10% damage per bleeding stack on the target. Wait, does this cause bleeding? No. It doesn't cause bleeding. Okay. And this doesn't cause bleeding, it benefits from bleeding. Okay. And then Scarlet Plague. Target enemy sustains damage, and they gain a blood parasite for 3 turns. Counts as bleeding. They take 4 physical damage. And ignores immunity bleeding. Stacks up to 5 times. When they die, they spawn a blood maggot. So this doesn't cause bleeding. Interesting. Thought it caused bleeding. It does not. Fleshcrown Ruins. Plus 5 hit point regeneration on the world map. Great! Minor race transformation and attacks and abilities. Ignore 1 status uses per stack of bleeding on the target. So you're using abilities to cause bleeding and then taking advantage of it. Sanguine Focus. Units. 1 damage. Aha! Here's our bleeding. And Battle Mage and support units can cause bleeding. So there's our bleeding. Okay. Interesting. So we have to take that. Next one. Tome of Torment. Tier 3. Pure Shadow. That's Torment. So Pure Shadow means it's going to be +2 Shadow Affinity. Well, there's 4 right there. Shadow is Shadow Arcane, but fine. Tormenting Projectiles. There we go. Physical and ranged magic attacks of enchanted units inflict Torment. What does Torment do? When the unit uses an ability, it takes 8 frost damages and loses morale. Stacks up to 5 times. Every time it triggers, they lose a stack. Makes sense. Feels balanced. Interesting build there. You know, so between Torment and Doom Herald, right? And then Tyranny and that sort of thing, you can absolutely shred morale. We're taking Tome of Torment. Agonize. 40 frost damage. Chance of gaining 3 stacks of Torment. No matter what, they always gain 1. Painbringer, mythic unit. Drain Strike. Yep. Strike target and gain hit points equal to half damage dealt. Tormenting Lash. Deal damage to target enemy. Oh, this one uses up all abilities, so this is their normal one, and then Shadow Step. Teleport to target hex. Eat. Lens of Anguish. This is a city structure. Plus 5 mana. Comet casting points. Damage spells and debuff spells reduce morale by 5. Very powerful build with Tome of Torment, where you can just, right? Again, Doom Herald, Tome of Torment, absolutely shred morale. Just base morale. Painbound. Target braces pain. When we are hit by an attack, we gain morale. And a random positive effect. Okay. And I guess I didn't look at the item. So, Basilica of Lamentation. Mana, knowledge, stability. Counts as a conduit, and it likes farms and foresters to give a bonus. Tome of Blood, Blood Altar, excuse me. Draft, more draft based on farms, and when I win a fight, I gain 10 mana. Alright, so that's Tome of Torment, and the last one... Tome of the Crimson Rain. Okay, Chaos Shadow. So, again, we have to take that one. So, boom, boom. So already we are at 2 Chaos, 5 Shadow. So we're missing Materium and Order. And not that much Astral or Nature to get to 3 stacks of that Cosmos thing. Interesting. What does Tome of the Crimson Rain do? Well, some Tears of the Crimson Sovereign, and I think. So when cast, on the next 2 turns, up to 3 enemy units take 10 damage, gain Blood Parasite, and 3 friendly units heal and gain Fortune. Oh, more crit, you say? Okay. Mantle of the Old Blood Knoll, unit enchantment. Enchanted units gain Coagulate. Once per turn, when they are hit by an attack, they gain both. I assume both. They gain +1 defense, +1 resistance for 3 turns. Okay. So the more we hit, and again, I was gonna say, I assume that caps at 5. The harder we are to kill. Now here's an interesting thing. At the start of combat, for each friendly non-summon tier 1 and tier 2 unit, gain +5 hit points and more healing, +5% healing received. So if your entire front line, or the likely, or even back line, is tier 2 or 1 units, that is plus, you start with +15 hit points, and you receive 15% more healing. That affects tier 3, 4, and 5 units. Interesting. And Summon Blood Exarch. So, Parasitic Cleave, great damage of blood, Siphon Lesser, reset the... Oh, grant Blood of the Exarch. Oh yeah, hold on. So Siphon Lesser deals damage, +10 damage per unit tier of the target below 5. So 1 takes 40, 5 takes 10. That makes sense. But can be used on friendly units as well. Heal for 50% of the damage dealt to the target. Great. This unit ability kills the target. We set the cooldown on Blood Exarch. Well, what's Blood Exarch? Target friendly tier 3 or higher unit gains Blood of the Exarch. 20 damage, crit chance, crit hit. Oh. Use this to kill a low tier unit. Even yours. Start stacking crit chance and that sort of. And blood pull. Target immune stays damage. Pull to an adjacent pass. Interesting build here. And then Gift of the Old One. Major race. Transform your units into the undead type. We gain Life Drinker. When a unit next to me dies, 3 strength, 10 hit points. Interesting. All attacks have a 60% chance of inflicting blood parasite. Okay, interesting. Which means I think we'll want Tome of the Revenant. Why? For undead resentment. Vicious Killer. More importantly, fire resistance and spirit resistance. Right? So, we're gonna want Tome of the Revenant, I think. Revenant. At tier 4 as well. Because we can't do... If we do Crimson Rain, right? Is it Crimson? Yes. This is a major race. So you can't stack Crimson Rain and Whiteboard. One or the other, but not both. Okay, well, so Tome of the Revenant, and that is Order Shadow. So that's... sorry. 0, 0. So 1, and then 2, and then 1. Interesting. We're already at 2, 6, 1, and 1. I have at least 4 tomes I can do. I bet I can pull off that Astral World, right? Because we go to, let's say, special tomes. Oh, interesting. Crystal Pact, Eldritch Pact. Interesting. Nature, right? Tome of the Cycles. We'll be able to get this. We kind of want it. It fits what we're doing. Alright, so let's theoretically take Cycles. Well, that's 2 nature. That's our second tier 3 tome. Great. Boom. Oh! Interesting. We're already up to 2, 3, and 1. Alright. Well, what about tier 2 tomes? Well... right? We can either do 2 Doom Herald, which works. But Shades could be fun too, right? Materium Shadow, we become harder to hit, we're shadow creatures, we ignore defenses and that sort of thing if they're blind. We're casting this to cause blind. Tome of Souls works, that sort of thing. Maybe? Hold on. Am I thinking of something else? I'm thinking of something else, aren't I? I might be thinking of just straight up necromancy. Yeah, so this one. Right? But if we take a look at material, honestly, right, Tome of Discipline kind of works. Right? There's nothing here that says no. Inner Mastery. Right? Status Resistance. War Healing received in combat. Empowered Strikes is a unit enchantment. Right? But so does, oddly enough, Tome of Rock. Because of Obsidian Weapons. Right? Earthkin would be nice. That gives us our +1 defense. That's a buff spell. I mean, we can use that. We can use this. We can use this. We can use everything. So I'm thinking, oddly enough, Obsidian at tier 1, which gives me 2 material. Great. So now I've got space for 2 tier 2. I'm at 22112. So I need Astral and Order, and then Chaos and Material. Can we grab them? Well, maybe not, I suppose. It's an interesting thing to go for. I don't think we're going to get it, right? Because Order, so let's assume we want at least 1 tier 2. It would be either it'd have to be, well, Construct. This is pure Order, which is interesting. Paladin, House of Charity, Summon Vigil, Heroic Stand, right? There's something funny there. Tome of Inquisition's never a bad one. Again, Tome of Discipline's tier 1. So I'm wondering, I'm probably not going to go tier 5 tomes. So let's take one of those tier 5 and grab Discipline. Because 2 reasons, it's hilarious, and why not? So that gives me 3 Materium. Oh, wrong buttons. Right there. Great. 1 Order. So now we're missing a Chaos and an Astral. Okay, that's doable. What do we have? An Astral. Anyway, let's see. Materium, Chaos, Shadow, Astral, Order, Nature. Well, we're looking at tier 2 tomes. Summoning. Bay Mist could be one. That's 1 Astral. 1 Nature. But we don't need Nature. Scrying is never bad. Guided Projectiles. Tower of True Sight. Mental Mark is always good. Scry Enemy. That we won't use. So what if we take Scrying as a tier 2 tome? Alright. 2. All we're missing is a single Chaos point. Is there a single Chaos tome? Oh look, Mayhem or Revelry. Either one, right? Mark of Misfortune, never bad. Curse of Misfortune, never bad. Gremlins, never bad. Tome of Revelry, I usually don't take it a lot, but faster experience. Scald is pretty good, the Song of Carnage, which again, we love crits, right? Blood Fury weapons, more physical, and when we kill adjacent enemies, we'll get bleeding. Cool. So it spreads the bleeding faster. Reveler's Heart. Increased morale gain. Revels of Blood. More morale. Okay, this works really well. Mayhem works really well. I don't do Revelry a lot. Let's try it. Oh, look. 2 Chaos. Boom. Oh, we're short 1 order. Really? Okay. Right now we're at 2 of everything. I'm okay with it. I have a Spear Tome I can use. Great. Is there anything in order? So we're taking Empire of Chaos. Well... Imperialists... could work. We're not necessarily evil vampires. I'm not saying we're not gonna go evil, right? But stability, income, we usually build around our throne anyways. We can get it to share a border. A bonus gold income. We are imperialistic magic vampires. Boom. 3, 4, 6, 3, 3, 3. We're getting them all. It is still a very powerful build. Right? And we have room, right? Because we're guaranteed to get at least 10 tomes. And we're getting the ones we want. And we're building on top of each other. We have 1 free tome to be like, well, let's grab this real quick. It might help. But of the 11 tome... 9? Of the 9 tomes we have chosen, it's a very powerful build. I think. So yeah, we'll go with this. So Empire of the Cosmos, Imperials. Select.
Choose your first
tome has to be Tome of Blood. So we're starting with the Blood Altar. Bloodletting, Drinking Blade, Sanguine Focus, Life Leeching, Flesh Carved Ruins, Blood Cultist. Select.
What is your ruler's origin?
Oh, interesting. We have to play an Elder Vampire. Okay, so a deathless vampire who drains the life from enemies undercover. Night. An undead unit with an aversion to light. So if we're not in sunless, underground, or lightless terrain. So underground, gloom, or sunless. We have to be in that, otherwise we cannot regenerate and we suffer 20% less damage. We have the Vampire Castle Foundation, which is Thralls, which replaces the Wizard Tower. So unlocks Thralls, that sort of thing. We gain, so we don't recruit heroes, we turn heroes. Okay? So what happens is, we turn a hero into a... how do I want to do this? No other way around it. A minion vampire, right? And we gain 20% of their combat experience. If they gain 10, we get 2 of them. Right? So our main Elder Vampire is going to level up very quickly. Our side vampires? Side hoes? Oh, okay, we're just... Okay, anyways. Our minion vampires are going to level up slower compared to other people. Okay, interesting. Select. Oh, no. Okay, so you choose Elder Vampire. It can either be a pure blood or a hybrid.
Reveal yourself.
Okay, so we could be an ogre vampire. Right? Is there any race we can't choose? Let's see. Oh no, this is race. Sorry, ruler. Physical form. Yeah, vampire monkey, vampire human, vampire undead. Can you do vampire giant, vampire goat, wolf, orc, halfling, which is hilarious. Rats, goblins. Not sure. Maybe that's humans. Toads. There is something about vampire toads that's also hilarious. Dwarves, tigers. So no vampire giants, no vampire dragons. Fair enough. Alright. I just wanted to show that off.
What is your
Elder
race
vampire
origin?
pureblood.
Reveal yourself.
More. I always forget this. So we can be a ranger, which is interesting. We could be a battle saint. But I want to do either elementalist, ritualist, or warlock. And I think we're going to do elementalist. I want to be a vampire wizard. There we go. I appreciate the blood orb. Might as well stick with that. We're going to be as tall as possible. We can do skin decorations. Interesting. Oh, I like that. Skin color. Ooh, okay. Okay. Because of the red glow, it's throwing off the color palette on them. We'll go with this one. I appreciate the look. Different poses, everything else is fine. Different head, we could give her, like, vampire ears. Oh, that's freaky. Right? Vampirish ears. Hairstyle. Okay. I kind of like that hairstyle. Color. Blue, green, pink. I mean, red because of blood kind of suits. There we go. Different outfits. Oh, I do like that dress, though. That's the one we have, which is fine. I'll show these off real quick. Oh, that's a good one, too. I wish you could change the color of the clothes. Oh, wait, yeah, we can't. Duh. Oh, it's the bibbity bops. What's changing is this chain, not the cloth. Okay, hold on. Is there... That's an interesting choice. Oh! I like the rose thing. I kind of wish for, like, this top, that bottom, but I'm a horny dude. Or this top, this bottom. Okay, hold on. What if we reverse it? Oh, I like that. I think this is what we're going with. Right eye color, left eye color over it. Oh, we could do opposite. I'm okay with the eye colors. Well, we'll go with my standard purple, I think. Although we can't do an over. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I like that. How about purple and green? Right? And maybe we change the armor color. Yeah, there's nothing really that screams out like... Like life and death would be black and green. But there's nothing... Okay. Alright, we'll go with this. Select...
Your journey...
Overbearing
begins.
ogres? I'll take the name Doger. Oh, last name Revere. I think that's how you spell it. Hold on. I'm not gonna say. Oh. Ah, yeah. I'll say Trevere, not Tremere. But if you get the reference, you do. Is there a female version of Kevin? Evina? How about Kira? There we go, that works. I do not like the overbearing ogres. Blood ogres works. I'll take that. That's fine. The question is, I mean, instructor's a good one, right? Because then we get trainer. Oh. Steward? What's steward? Adjacent friendly units. Easy to do. Right? Raider, privateer, lawbringer, instructor, imperialist. Win a siege battle against a free city. There's not a lot of free cities. So that one might be out. Glory seeker. That could work. But that requires relying on rank, so that can be much easier to do. Fearmonger is much easier to do with these guys. Right? Between, like I said, between the I'm drawing a blank on the tome. Between the tome that drains this we may take that anyway. Absolutely drains morale, and the fact that they're just wrecking morale anyways, right? Explorer. No, hold on. Duelist isn't a bad one. Dominator could be one. But I'll never do the major ambition. Duelist is a good one. And we're probably going to have to fight. Let's make her a duelist. It's a bit out of my... Usually I go like defender. Right? Or collector. Collector's an easy one to snag. Right? Just have an item equipped for 3 turns. As long as level tier 2 and above, you get a ton of binding essence and more hit. You know what? Let's do collector. I know I do it a lot, but because of the way I play, it's an easy get, and we're probably going to need the hit points. Okay. So I think this... Elder Dam? Is there another one? Elder Lady of Moonlight. I like that. Or... Oh, no. Alright. Lady of Moonlight. Moonlight Duchess would be a fun one. Oh, I can either she, her... Oh, no, I can! Oh! Moonlight. I would never be the Moonlight Queen. I am the Moonlight Duchess. Advanced settings? Oh, city names. Yeah, this is... I can sit down and decide if the AI... Oh. Oh, I don't like... Hold on. Appearance. I apologize.
Reveal yourself.
Oh, interesting. Is that like an actual tick? Ooh, how about... Yes, the rose. Colors. Red on white. That works. Finalize. There we go. She's gonna be an elementalist, focusing in fire. We'll at least do that. So Moonlight Duchess, Kira, Trevere, not to be confused with anyone who might be from Tremere and White Wolf. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, onward.
Ages ago, in a time when the forces of elemental might roamed the cosmos, a prince betrayed his lover, and through this bloodshed was accursed. Thus arose a being of great power and allure, neither dead nor alive, who fed on the living and prospered in your journey.
Oh, do I have to make that again?
What is your people's
Or does it count as being made? Okay, good. And that is the faction creation video. Because I want to show that off in the actual story. So there we go. Thank you very much for joining me. This one took an hour. Normally I've done in 30 minutes. You can see why I popped it out as a separate video. Thank you very much for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Smash that bell. All that jazz. Even better, check out other videos and playthroughs I've done. Best is, come on over and check me out when I stream live every Sunday through Friday, life permitting. Thank you very much for joining me, and until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another. So select. Where does this go?
Ages ago,
perfect.
Your journey starts here.
Hello, welcome back to our playthrough of Age of Wonders 4, specifically Thrones of Blood, the newest DLC at time of recording. This is the start of the actual playthrough of the story map that goes with the campaign. I'll go over our faction stuff and the map and that sort of thing once we get into the actual map. Yeah, let me just get started here. So we're going to select this faction. This is the one we made. If you want to see the creation process, feel free to check out the previous video, Faction Creation.
Ages ago, in a time when the forces of elemental might roamed the cosmos, a prince betrayed his lover, and through this bloodshed was accursed. Thus arose a being of great power and allure, neither dead nor alive, who fed on the living and prospered in shadows. The first vampire. This vampire would spread his curse of power and damnation through his lethal kiss. Through this, he became the deathless god, a scourge who invaded and enthralled entire realms. And yet, after being born from betrayal, betrayal would be his downfall. For unrest rose from within. False love sealed the deathless god in a crypt, and the unrest that followed damned him and his entire realm to the world vault called Grexolis. As the first vampire was reduced to myth and legend, the vampires who remained were hunted down or fled into the shadows. But then, after ages of banishment, the realm of the undying first vampire emerged from Grexolis' oblivion. Few remembered the cruel, deathless god, but many vampires knew the myth of the blood reckoning. when the deathless god would awaken once more, and the age of vampires would begin. This is the story of the vampire who would bring forth this blood reckoning.
Okay. So, we are playing on normal difficulty. If I get my ass kicked, I'll drop it down to easy. We'll play the same race, the same culture, everything that we can. We are the Dark Cult. We are Ogrekin, Dark Cult of Death. So real quick, anytime any unit is killed, we get plus 5 hit points and 2% crit chance. And if we do the killing, it stacks up. We can make embalmed sacrifices, and we can use that for a very powerful healing spell or powerful city structures. I took Empire of the Cosmos. So if we have one of every affinity, we get plus 20 mana. We have 2 of every affinity, we get plus 20 knowledge. We have 3, not each, it's just a flat 20, by the way. I'm guessing, otherwise it'd be freaking broken. Having 3 of each affinity grants 20 Imperial. And we have a build that should get us to that point. And you'll notice it removes the requirements for tier 3, 4, and 5 codes. We're going to start with an extra Wisp unit. We also chose Imperials. So every city... So our throne city is going to start with more stability, more income, and any city that shares a border with it that we control will also get the stability and gold income bonus. We chose Keen-Sighted for the accuracy, the Overwhelm Tactic for that crit chance. So we're starting at a base 20, and every time we kill someone, it goes up by 2. And it can stack up to 10 times? Yes, right? So if we can get 10 kills, now we're sitting at a 40% crit chance. Light-footed, so we can move through people. But we are starting with -1 defense, so we're going to take a lot of damage to start. We're starting with Rite of Life Leeching, which is good, and Death Waltz. Oh, this is new. Regains action points and health. Gain Resurgence. Dies at the end of turn. Okay, interesting. For 4 use spans a sunless realm of myth and legend, older than the oldest memories of even most Gaudir. Here, the pure blood lineage long ago began and reached its historic scene. In those bygone days, vampire kind ruled a blood-hungry dominion that terrorized the astral sea. Back then, all purebloods were united under an eternal emperor, now only remembered as the Deathless God. Whether through hubris or betrayal, this dominion of terror ultimately crumbled and was banished into Brexolis for reasons long forgotten. None have since entered Rude Dravanya until now. As a destined night dawns at the distant howling of wolves, you are left to reflect upon the reason why you have come here. Betrayal undid our greatness, but I aim to restore it again. I mean, that's a lot of Imperium. Hubris caused the downfall. I intend to finish the job. Gains inspiring. Interesting. Gain a unit. I only hunger for blood. But gain a rank. Oh, interesting. I don't like starting at minus 50 hit points, essentially. Even with that bonus rank. Right? Because I feel like it's going to put us... I've got to remember not to sit like that. Fairly far behind on... Oh, now I have to wait to heal up before I do a fight. Doombat could be interesting. That Imperium... Downfall of Dravanya. I intend to finish the job. Sounds like an interesting choice, right? So this is restore, this is destroy, this is just see what the hell happens. Interesting. I don't know, starting with an extra unit sounds pretty good. That is 2 turns of Imperium, right? It feels hard. It feels very hard to pass that up. I'm gonna do this one. Alright, the Deathless God, first of all parent vampires who long ago laid to rest upon this realm. He awaits the coming of one who shall instigate a reckoning of blood. Hated or beloved, Deathless God is an enigma. Hey, thank you for the follow, Lindirty. I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. It's an enigma venerated by secretive blood cults throughout the ages. They long preached the coming of an event, so named the Blood Reckoning. A time when rude Dravanya returns from banishment and the hallowed blood of the Deathless God will either be spilled or once again reinstated to even greater glory. The script is said to lie beneath the blood-soaked mound of a shattered heart. Find it, and the one who unseals it shall decide the future of all vampire. The reckoning is at hand. Alright, we're gonna set our research. So here's the thing. These are both good. I mean, they're all good. I want all of them. But let's start with the unit enchant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing material. Alright. We can annex our first province. So we got gold there. You're actually gonna go... Oh! As you travel through rude Dravanya, a faint scent catches your attention. It smells of fire, roses, and passion. Your attention shifts to the strange scent, and as you focus, you start hearing a voice, a faint whisper in the wind. Vampire, my prince, find me where we fought, where we fell, where my blood touched your lips. Find me, the voice whispers, the scent almost irresistible. Return to me, my prince. Follow the scent. Boom. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna have... We could probably set up at least a second city down here, maybe? Interesting. We're gonna start by clearing out our area first, I think. And I always like to start with a farm for the workshop. So knowing this is gonna be gold, okay. This is gonna be a quarry. Mana. No sheep. Alright, if sheep doesn't matter, I want to see... I might need a forward staging ground, though. So let's grab this as a farm first, and immediately start building the workshop. And the first thing we're going to build here is an outlet. So, you grab that. Let's get some experience. We'll go to the right and sweep this way. Before I forget, first, realm overview. So again, story map. We're playing default difficulty. Sunless Highlands. So, lots of sunless snow and ice. Rare, ashlands, chasm, and lava. No sand. The underground can be explored, but really nowhere to settle. Free cities are rare. And land, no like oceans. There might be ponds, lakes, rivers, that sort of thing. The other thing we're going to do, save game, is bookmark 1. Save. Bookmark. 2. Save. And I'm gonna move my camera. Nope, not that. Right there. Point. So now you can see the turn. Can't really see the pretty girl's face, but we'll deal. So we're starting with a Wisp, who is a caster. Oh, we're heavy ranged. I'm gonna need a melee dude as quick as possible. There's the heart. So you're exploring. You're expanding this one. Oof. Okay. Quests. So there's military victory, expansion, and magic. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Alright. Let's go do this fight. Because this is the first fight of the campaign. Well, we all have Heartless, so we'll manual combat this. Right. Yep. So, I have 1 melee unit. A lot of ranged units. Okay, so this is Decay Bolts. Target enemy. Okay. Or Death Hex. Target enemy unit and allow within 3 units sustained decaying. Life Seed. Okay. Interesting. What is decay? Just okay. So they just have a straight up attack, so we want to get to there. Sunders resistance. And just form a battle line. End turn. Right? 50, so there's a 90 shot. Oh, you do have a charge. So we're gonna want you there. 70, 100, 100, 100. Take the 90 to sunder the resistance. Teleport you. He might. Oh. Death Hex. Oh, it's a single target. Okay. But it spreads. Right, and I can do Siphon Blood. You're gonna have to go there. This does 20. This is 2 shots at 10. Well, there's 85. I'll take the 85. Death Hex. And the, we also have no. Oh. I'm gonna cast this. Oh, hold on. Can I? There's no way to restart combat, is there? I should have cast this first, because they would have gotten strengthened in lifesteal. Actually, can I just load the game? Yeah, hold on. Load save. Interesting. Right? Yeah, so if we do cancel, if we move up, then do this, you swing here, now 50 is the best I can do, huh? I'll take it. Boom. Right? You step forward. Boom, boom, boom. You step forward. You death hex. Alright? And then blood bolts times 2. Yeah! Boom! So if he steps out... Oh, he was in defense mode. I'm not gonna do it again. But... Oof! Oh. It's dead! Oh, look. Mortal Blessing. Right? He died. 100% chance to hit. Mortal Blessing. Oh, look! He came back! Why? Because of... I'll show it later. Alright. So, Wand of Inversion, take the reward. Right? Lesser Resurgent. When the sheep dies in combat, it is revived at the end of combat if its owner is victorious. Revived units are brought back with 10% of the max hit points and no movement. Fair enough. Can't really step back. Everyone's healing to full anyways. That lets him heal to full. Great. And that is our turn 1. I'm not going to queue up the storehouse yet. We're going to want, I think, a Forester next. End turn. Wait. Yeah. So if we grab this... Oh, no. Oh, this can only be a farm. This is a forest. Alright. So there is a path out of here. So we can kind of loop around the mountain. Because what we can do is... You travel to here. You go there. Right? After that... Queue up the storehouse, right? So we're growing as quick as we can. Yeah. I mean, I'm afraid to trigger this right away. So you'll explore in this area. Right, so hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's a sheep seed right there. I did not see those sheep. So there's a second farm, by the way. 1, 2, 3. So we'll start with the sheep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So yeah, we can spread out. So we might put a second city like here. Because they can grab this one and spread out down this, or even here, depending on what's down. As is, bookmark, because we're about to do a fight. Auto combat. If we lose the immortal, yeah, that's what I figured. Cool. Take the mana bonus. Pops up in friendly territory. He's taking some damage. He can die. We'll step into here so everyone full. Our ruler leveled up. So knowing we're facing vampires, and a lot of them, probably, and they are weak to fire, I am inclined to go Discipline of Flames. Alright? And then we can either chain it or blast it for the burning. Withering Magic isn't bad. Summon Resistance isn't bad. I'm not sure Elemental Gateway is worth it. Elemental Echo. Burning, yeah, so if it causes burning, and then that triggers. Because you want to get down to Ritual of the Elements and Mastered Focus. Into Elemental Mastery. Into Wildfire. So we want to go this way. So I'm leaning towards... yeah. Like this. Right? But we have Siphon Blood. We could reset for Draining Bite. Don't think it's worth it. So because we went... so if you go Draining Bite, your choice is Staggering Bite first, which cancels defensive move and retaliation, or +2 range, which turns it into a... always hits. Range 5 is pretty good. And then our choices, not mutually exclusive. Oh, this, so either stun or target friendly unit to gain hit points. If we go this way, right, we can use it on a person, drain them, then they gain strengthened, then they gain regen in hits. Right? Interesting. I think I'm probably going to use it offensively the most. So, I think we're going to pass on this. So that gives us Stunning Drain into Charm and Mesmerizing. Interesting. Or, now we can use it every 2 turns, or ignores defense if they're bleeding or blood parasite into Mist Away into Vampiric Flight. Interesting. I'm gonna take Discipline of Flames to start. I feel like we want to go down this path and grab these 4. So that we're just mind-controlling enemy units, and if they die, we do not care. Does that make sense? So we'll do that. I will attack that. Can't use the axe, and that's it. Oh, we're starting on a mount. Albino Warg. Okay, that's fine. Close. Did not notice that. Enter. For now. Ooh. So, here. Ooh. To here. I will rush this with gold so as to queue up yet another award. Queue. Yeah, I think we're gonna want a city. A second city down here. Imperium-wise, nothing we want yet. And I guess you're just headed this way. You're taking a turn to heal, and then we do this fight. I could spend the Imperium to grab the quarry, but I'd rather spend as little Imperium as possible, so I'd rather wait until that quarry's free. The workshop is almost done. We'll end it. Yeah, end turn. Great. Day 4 dawn. Alright, so now we pick this fight. And because I might have to manual it, we'll throw down bookmark 2. Says it's safe. Again, that's fine. Done. So he died. He comes back. Great. It's gonna pop in 2 turns anyway. I'll spend the Imperium. I should have waited. That was my bad. To grab that quarry. So now the storehouse is done. After the storehouse, we're actually okay on gold. So I'm going to queue up the shrine. And plus now we get some bonus healing. Great, and now we'll head in this direction. So I think mana first, because we're not making a lot of mana. And then somewhere for research if we can find it. Grab some production. Yeah, we're definitely gonna want a second city down here. Okay. We're waiting. We got the workshop. We're already into the shrine. So let's boost the vendor. End turn. Great. So, we grabbed Bark of the Dovecote. Oh, I don't know if that is going to stick around long enough. I am always a fan of Enchanted Crow. I know a lot of people like, really? But we'll hold off on that. I'll hold off on the Dovecote. Let's grab the Enchanted Crow. We've got Sanguine Focus, which we do have 2 mages using. So I will grab that. And now we're going to head in this direction. That's fine. And it will queue up another Immortal. Great. So now we're making more money. That's fine. I'm not going to do the Arcane Institute. Stonemason is too far. So we're going to grab this next. I'll wait till this is down to 1, so as not to waste the overflow. And then I'll queue up the Stonemason. Orders required. I do want to see... Yeah. So we can explore the underground. Yeah, so like a second city in this area. Oh. I don't think they're going to get the hidden fountain, but they will make use of... This is obviously the heart, right? So I think, yeah, I think a second city, literally, right here, is really good. So I think we want to make our way down there, which means we're going to need, what, 200 Imperium? Right? Because we can grab this, we can choke off this whole section, maybe even grab this, that sort of thing. Okay, that's just a swamp. Back up to the surface. I guess you'll head in this direction. So, right? Because we need gold and Imperium to found the city. We need to build an outpost and then found the city. We've got 6 turns till our next hero. Alright, 12 renown. Can't quite start it. That's okay. Gives us another turn of healing. Remain concealed. Alright, so there is a ruler in this direction. So yes, we definitely want a second city down here as quick as possible, which might grab the hidden fountain and lost tower. And you're headed to there for now. Done. Go ahead and enchant. So we're below 20, so no more enchantments. But that will cause us bleeding. Turn. So, bookmark for the fight. Shoot. I forgot to queue. I mean, it's not gonna... We're not gonna waste it. Stonemason, it pops next turn. So we'll grab the farm next. We'll trigger this fight. Oh. Oh, we don't have thralls. I want the experience, so I'll auto combat. Great. Got a huge boost of gold. And we gotta head in this direction. And it's 200, I believe, for founding a city. And we actually have the gold for it. The stonemason's up. We're building another immortal. I will queue up yet. So after the stonemason, the vendor and an immortal, and we'll let that sit. Ruler leveled up. So either blast evocation or stunning drain. Because I don't want to do the thrall thing. So we'll do stunning drain. We'll bounce. Okay, and we'll go try. So this is literally the crypt of the death. I don't know if I can grab a third one here. That feels a little too tight. Does that make sense? In this direction, to there, and turn. Our third one here could work, but we want to be surrounding this. Oh. Strange shadows blind your senses. When your sharp whisper enters your inner ear, what is this I find? An unfamiliar elder vampire roaming my realm after all this time. From the deepest darkness appears the terrifying shape of an arch-vampire princess consort, Maveleth the Grave Archdom, fabled author of the Tome of Torment and first wife of the deathless god himself. She inspects you with her predatory gaze, then lifts her chin and produces a faint grin. Suddenly your chest starts to ache. It appears she is casting some sort of spell. Don't have enough mana. Alright, so we either gain experience. Oh, we go from 80 to 20. We remain silent. Or this is none of your business. Whoa, we rank up twice. Oh, interesting. Oh, we start a war. We're not starting a war. Interesting. Either way continues the conversation. I mean... Oof. Oh, high risk, high reward. Rank up twice. And she likes us, avoiding war for a while. Okay. Are we going to resurrect them? I don't know what we're doing. I don't know if we're going to wake her up. Kill it? Or, that's honestly none of your business. I'm going to take the hit. Let's see what happens. Okay. Princess, oh, how delightful. Your pet resistance is simply irresistible. I must have more of it. Yes, I have decided you may stay. Rin's princess consort Malevolent. Doubtless you came here to unseal that stinking crypt of my rotting husband, Urvatok. In order to do that, one first needs my exalted blood, with which that place is thoroughly sealed. However, if you so intend to slay that wretched bastard, I might be open to make a little trade. Oh, so she wants him dead. You want my blood, then bring me the obsidian rose from Ervatog's crumbling palace, lit for my feet. I'm not gonna say no thanks. I will consider this. I'm not gonna grab the bloodstrings. Oh, we might have to slap a third one down, huh? Just as to block off her. And this city's gonna have to expand mostly in this direction. We are severely wounded. But I'm gonna build the outpost. You're gonna grab this. Interesting. And then head back in this direction and annex another province. Like I said, we're gonna grab the farm for the sheeps for our growth, so we stay on curve. Stonemason gold, great. And we're already up for a town hall. That's gonna be done in 3 turns. I am okay with that. You can only be entered. And our ruler leveled up twice. So that is... Oh, it's still chaining. Interesting. So we either guarantee free hits or everything we can get in range we grab. Also, we're level 4. So we get to select a signature skill. Hemomancer. Sustain unblockable damage equal to 10% of my max hit points. My next attack this turn deals 50% damage. And I get blood recovery. When killing a unit, I gain 10 temporary hit points. Interesting. Also unlocks Inspiring Killer. And Searing Strikes. Night Sword. Adjacent enemy units sustain damage and become blind. At the start of combat, conjure a Doombat, which is a tier 1 fighter. Gets Frost Strikes. Interesting. We're not really doing Frozen and pack all animal units. Interesting. Dreadful. Target enemy unit gains 2 Torment. Status vulnerability. Loses morale. Soul Draining Strikes, which could be useful. Or Shield of Faith. Interesting. Or Desecrator. Target corpse explodes, and all enemy units in its range. We conjure a zombie. But doesn't work on water combat. And we still get Soul Draining Strikes. Or Blight Strikes. But we're not poisoning enemies. We are planning on decaying them. I am actually leaning towards Dreadful for the Torment and the Soul Draining Strikes. Right? Hemomancer's not a bad one. That would supercharge our spells. And whenever we kill a unit, we gain 10 temporary hit points, right? An Inspiring Killer could be useful. I'm going to do Dreadful. We're going to grab Soul Draining Strikes and confirm it. Our other 2, so either guarantee a hit of 3, or potentially... Oh, nice. Or potentially more, right? The AoE means, well, this is just a guaranteed 3. This is, you could get 4 or 5 or 6, right? Because it's in a hex. I'm going to do Blast Evocation and Deep Hunger. I will confirm both of those. Okay. Not going to create a bounty. Right. Shadow roll. So, food and mana for provinces next to it. So this one and this one will definitely grab. Yeah, I think I need to slap a third city down here. Let's see, with 3 provinces adjacent to this landmark, we might be able to grab this one, right? 1, 2, it's just within range. Gets free terraforming within a 5-province radius of its terrain into Sunless. Interesting. And the Empire gains Paris. Ooh, wow. So we might be able to just snag it. I don't think we're going to get all of them. But we might be able to just snag it, right? Because 1, right? That's tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. Okay. Enter. I appreciate that. Select new research. Now, we'll do blood drinking blades, right? So we know what that's gonna be. We kind of need to head back in this direction. You're headed down here. We're gonna pop him out so we have 3 melee, 3 rank. We're working on stonemasons. We're building another immortal. We're saving gold. You're headed. Fire and roses after me. You have found the source of the alluring call you heard before. The scent of roses and ashes grows stronger. Not long after a faint figure appears before you. My prince, she posits. You are not my pale prince, but you carry his curse. My curse, she wails. Oh, Urvatog, what have I done? She turns to you and gestures the shattered rose would have endowed. This is where we fought. This is where I cursed him. Where we betrayed each other. I need a drink. And the ghost sighs. The scent of roses almost overwhelms you. How beautiful we were. How passionate our love. Okay. I'll be born. Oh, interesting. The ghost continues, I was a witch blessed by chaos. He was a prince favored by shadow. My prince, he grew roses of glass. Such beautiful roses. We fell in love. I gave him everything, and yet he would not. He spared no rose from me. Why would he keep them from me? Our love turned to ash, and so I decided to take what he would not give. I betrayed him. I. Those beautiful roses turned to bloodlings. Forever out of my reach, she wails again, lost in anger. Why did he keep these roses away from me? I will claim it. We will get a reward item and something else. We'll try to do that. New skill. We're not killing any heroes yet, so I'll hold off on that, and we don't have to worry about that, so we'll hold off on that. That's gonna turn. You're all set. You're heading in this direction. We're heading in.
Oh.
What are we grabbing next? We kind of need the mana more than anything. So I think, unfortunately, the next grab... Oh, a Grave Obelisk. Nice. Uh-oh. I need a sacrifice. Alright. Imperium, Vision Range, Thralls. Oh! Okay. Let's hold off on the gold and grab this foundation instead. I have to build this next and then the foundation. Gotcha. Enter. Great. Well, immediately... Uh-oh. A foul, mortal stench enters your nostrils, then a dark stalking figure appears in sight. I know a vampire when I see her. Keeping her hand close to her weapon, she nevertheless regards you with a dark smile. You are not from around here, are you? I reckon you also seek to uncover the so-called Deathless God. No? Well, so do I. I, Chief Huntress Griselda. My reasons require no explanation, I expect. We're out to slay this Deathless God, and I have an offer to make. She proposes lowering her arms. Alright. Oh. Okay. Oh! Griselda returns you a thin smile. Thin, honest smile. Thank you for hearing me out. I'll get to the point. My research tells me that the crypt of this deathless god is locked with a blood rite cast by his consorts, explains Griselda. Most of these fled the realm before it got sealed, save two. Princess Consort Mavalith and Prince Consort Torok. Not pronouncing that W. So they stand in our way. Fortunately, they also hate each other's guts, so if you want to open that crypt, this is what we do. We declare war on both of them, so I know I can trust you. We kill the consorts, get their blood, and slay Urvatog once for all. What say you? I may not do it, but I will think about it. Oh, research is done. Right up. We definitely want the blood cultist. Outpost founded. Do I take 3 turns? Or do I found the city first? I'm gonna found the city right away. We'll just... Yeah, I just want to see what that looks like. For 30... I can grab that conduit, putting me up to 31, and then I can grab drinking blade. Oh, there's blood glass right there. There's our science. So let's head back. In this direction. Do you have an upkeep? 11 mana. I need the bodies for now, but that will probably go away. I could do Crow Companions, but we're gonna wait. Oh, right, you're headed in this direction. Enter. Okay. We've got the Stonemason working on the next thing. Says a safe battle. I might need to fight it because of my hero. But otherwise, we should be good. Yeah, I should not lose that. So let's go ahead and retry. Skirmishers and ranged units. Alright. So we're just gonna slide this way. Make sure everyone's facing the right direction so there's no flanking. Pop down a save as a tactical bookmark. We have a turn to come back. End turn, go. So they'll move forward. So you rush forward there. Oh. Wait. Rewind. Rite of life leeching. Everybody. You rush forward there. Can't quite make it. Interesting. You go there. You go there. You can get a 90% shot here. Move up. Dread you. Still has an ability. Siphon blood. Got him away. That's okay. But now if they use an ability, like behind you, they'll take damage. 85% shot from there. Bleeding, decaying, life seed. Yeah, I don't... There's 80... If I teleport... And then move up 1. Okay. End turn. Ow. Okay. But... hold on. You go here, take the 50. That's what I was curious about, where they would end up. Oh! They got my hero! Oh, wow. I thought I'd survive that. Okay. Yeah, I can't lose the hero. So load game. This is why we do this. Load save. Yeah, so I need to keep the hero out of range. Huh. I still think this is the good end turn point. Right? So I need to keep him out of range. Oh. Okay, we can do that instead. I know they're resistant to burning. Boom. So that moved him there. Honestly... This is to strengthen. Hold on. Right, load save. Honestly... What we can do... See, this is why I do this. I'm always learning. Alright? So, end turn. Yes. Save game. Tack bookmark. Overwrite. Right? What is the range out of range? So right now it's 20. If I pop that... Boom. I think it was still 20, right? But if we end turn, they have to come to us. No! Wow! Okay. I'm misunderstanding. How is he hitting from that range? Range 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see. He's targeting this, which allows him to hit him. Gotcha. So... I still think I do this. I still think... Yeah, that he's out of range. I still think I do this. But now... we just run up to here and spread out. Right? So, he should still be out of range. I am going to take damage. That's fine. Great. I kind of have to run through and take the damage. Right? To here. Pop this. Yep. Kinda knew that would happen. And teleport to here. step through to here to get a shot on you. Get that kill. And Mortal Blessing. So now they're out of range. They have no AoE. I go to here. That's all I can do. Enter. Okay. Torment. Drain. To move him. Step forward once. Take the 90. Step forward. Yeah. So there we go. You just gotta figure out how the rules are working. Oh! As the skirmish ends, a blazing light dazzles you from a splendor of vigil. From its splendor, a vigil emerges. Its layered voice resonating with metallic harmony explains, "Be not afraid, for this was your ordeal. And in its glory you have bathed. These foul creatures shall no longer ravage these sacred lands. Rise now and seize your divine retribution." Another fight. So free rank, but we drop down to 10. Morale. I'm gonna grab the units. It is a blood ogre. Right? So we can pull him out. You in. Queue up. Blood drinking blades. We're still 4 turns down? Jesus. Alright. And we'll start heading back in that direction. Healing. And there's another one there. They're going in this direction, yes. I do want another hero. That should be gold. So here's our second hero. So either Specialist and Raider. Industrious and Defender. Trying to try a Death Knight. So we'll embrace you. We'll change this to the Frost Great Axe. Gonna do melee for the Draining Bite. And then go down this route. Maybe not for Undying Warrior, but the quicker we get to this, the better. And then she wants... Like, this isn't bad. But again, War Seeker's the way to go. And maybe go this way. Alright. Close. Great. You're gonna be in our second army. Alright, so melee ranged. Melee. Melee. Ranged. Oh. Okay. Right. Where would the... I guess the third city would be right here. Potentially. Oof, that is it. Well, hold on. We're building a city here. Yeah, no, that's too far away to go under. But we can grab a lot of this. Swing this way, go underground. A third city here is, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's... Right, but there's gotta be more room here, right? End turn. So you heal up, and you can actually head in this direction. You're headed to here. You're headed to here. You're headed to here. We're just exploring Grimrise. Aha! Interesting. So, do we have a stone? We do. Okay. So we could at least vassalize them for now. Spell ready. We definitely want that. Oof. It's gonna cut things in half, but... Alright. Yep, we met them. Great. Orders required. Boom! Odd bubbling and boiling. Currents enters your awareness. My oh my, what a quaint anomalous story do I hear SP? On the corner of your eyes, you see a hot crimson mist erupt, out of which a blood-soaked figure emerges, distinguished poise, the fabled arch vampire. Oh, this is the other prince consort. Torok. After ages of solitude, I am finally graced with a fresh new face. What a face it is. Are you on one of mine, perhaps? No matter. I do so believe the introductions are in order. Wouldn't you agree, or has your generation abandoned their manners as they once did? Oh, sure, I'll take that mana boost. Knowledge. I will consider this. So you know, open the crypt of our hallowed beloved eternal. Are you not? One of his consorts. Touch to me. The Obsidian Road. Interesting. I assume there's only one Obsidian Rose? Alright, and we're gonna swing this way. You're waiting. Ooh. Yep, you're going there. You're headed to there. Yeah, I need... Oh, boy. So now we need the gold. I'm gonna queue up a vendor. End turn. Also, if you're watching on Twitch, we're halfway, so I'll go ahead and run ads. So, Foreign Dusk founded. Great, industrious, useful. I will spend some Imperium. This isn't as important as blocking off that way. So I'll go ahead and build the farm. Queue up the workshop. And I think that's it for now. Yep, you're going there. You're going... Oh, didn't quite make it. No. Alright, we'll wait another turn. Going there. I just want to see what's around me. Right, so melee, 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 ranged, range. Oh! Range. And I know he's expensive, but we'll go with it. And turn, great, there we go. Alright. So that's Blood Cultist. Oh, what's the difference? Hemorrhage bolts. Hold on. I know. I screwed that up. Hemorrhage bolts. Oh, this is bleeding. And we're causing a lot of bleeding. I think that's better. So, new tome. Our first tome. Our brand new tome. Is Enchantment's not a bad one. Because of Sundering Blades, right? But oddly enough, I'm gonna go Tome of Rock for Obsidian Weapons. So that...
Earth. rot.
Gets me one of each.
The very foundation.
Now
of
we're
the
making
world
more
beneath
Imperium.
our feet.
I'm gonna grab obsidian
Embrace
weapons.
it.
We'll call that good.
Harness it.
You're going in here. You're going in here. You're going in there. Pops next turn. So save game, bookmark 1. Trigger this. Says low risk. Oh. Tier 4. We might lose a unit. The monk. Really? It is a tier 4. I can't rebuild the monk. At least not yet. Let's go ahead and retry it. Let's see if I can do better. So the goal is to burn down. Oh shit. Yeah, so these guys, the goal is to burn down him as quickly as possible. We've got power cleave and a charge. So I'm not sure how to set this up because of the cave. Let's kind of move all our melee together. And I know I'm short a unit. That's okay. Put you there. And you there. We'll just end the turn. Okay. So we still don't have to worry about charge yet. What is this? Yeah. So this, on an immortal, isn't bad. So he's got the leap. He removes negative status effect. I'm gonna say I'm gonna throw down a tactical bookmark, and I think we wait one more turn. End turn. That's fine. Alright. Let's see, now we can charge forward, canceling his charge. How many? Okay. If we charge you this way, Life Legion, slam you forward, slam you forward. Great. Step forward 1, take the shots. I can already hit here for 100%. So take those shots. Decay. Step forward 1. Take those shots. So we've already done a lot of damage. He's still gonna hurt. Don't get me wrong. Right, 27 out of 85 hit points, but I don't think he can kill. Here, what we can do is leap to here, slam into you. Yeah, I can't torment anyone. Ah, I can fireball. And it appears to only affect enemies. So we'll blast evocation you. Nice. Yeah, so he's dead. He's not going to kill anyone. He's still going to do damage. Alright. Kill you. Swing you this way. Interesting. Lot of damage there. I think we grabbed the kill. Are they not getting Mortal Blessing? Oh, they don't have... Even though they're the Blood Ogres. No, they should get the Mortal Blessing. Yeah. Why are they not get... Does bleeding counteract Mortal Blessing? Why are they not getting the Mortal Blessing? End turn. Yeah. No. I was gonna take a hit. They fumbled, right? Kill you. Charge you this way to slam into you. Just to cast it. And there's the kill. There we go. No units lost. Great. Ooh, a phase cloak. Nice. I will throw that. You're at 2. You're at 3. I will throw that on my hero. That's actually pretty good because of the resistance and the teleport. You pop next turn. You head back this way. You head back this way. And we're going to try to found a third city down here. We haven't fought any heroes yet. I'm not going underground. Yeah, Empire of the Cosmos is giving us plus 20 mana. Gold, I would still say, is an issue. Can now do Blood Cultist. You're swinging... Let's see what that tree is. Honestly... Well, no. Well... I grab this... Oh, hold on. Go back this way. Maybe we do want to grab this city. I'll boost that to 3. Right? We could make this the third city. It's not in the best location, but it guarantees I will have at least 3 size 30 cities by the end of the game. Heal. And you're headed this way. Great. You need... Yeah, you're making a Blood Cultist. I screwed that up. So, yeah. I would argue that at this point, we delete you for the mana so that we can queue up. Oh, I can get Death Guard. For now, 8 and 11, 12 and 3. 8 and 3. Oh. Alright, we'll hold off on that. End turn. Did I ever cast? No, I did not. So I have the enchantment to do that. You're headed in this direction. You should have popped. I'm gonna grab the research. You have claimed the blood glass. You hear deep sighs. The ghost appears once more. I betrayed my pale prince, tried to take a rose by force. We fought, she continues. My chaos met his shadow. In our final moment, I cursed him in his roses. He consumed me in his rage. I did not know he had been growing a rose for me all along. Now I can rest, and I can give you my weapon to grant him the same relief. The witch disappears, the scent of rose fading with her memory. So mana, research! And we got blood glass and a new weapon? A memento mori. Okay. Close. Throw that on... Oh, memento mori. So that's 18 versus 26. Cool. What's the... Oh, Undead Slayer. Ah! It's a single, that's why. I'll confirm that for now. We're waiting on that. That's down to 3. After the vendor... I need 2 quarries for the... Okay. I'm gonna pop in 6 turns. Kinda need the gold. We're actually okay on stability. So let's grab the market for the gold. We're now making thralls. We'll keep our units together. We now have blood glass. Torment effect, blood parasite, summoning undead. More regeneration on world map. You need 2 ranged units. We've got the foundations, means we're making more Imperium. Nothing I want right now. How are you doing? Well, we still got a few turns. This will pop in 1. So we probably want a forest. No, 2. Because we're making the fort shop. So we probably want a forester next. So here. Oh, wow. There is a lot of blood glass down here. I did not notice that. Okay. Let's queue up a pursuer here, and we'll split off the armies. We've got this. Oh. Yeah, we'll clear this out, because we know we're going to need it gone eventually. Okay. Go ahead. Great. That's 4 mana. Now we can see more of the map. Yay. Okay, so this is the end. So someone's here. So this is a pretty small map. Oh, no. Okay, so this is not a person. Oh, okay. That makes me want to explore down here. You're triggering this. And then heading back in this direction. You're headed up here. A blighted tree. And that is within range of this city. Okay. I think this is going to be our 3rd city. And maybe we try to put like a 4th city in here. So... we do want that. We do want that. That I don't care about. But we'll hold off until we're doing something. Destroying an infestation. This is not an infestation. That is. But that is so far out of my range. But we got the vendor. We're working on more gold. Oh, can we use... We can spend gold to get a thrall. Interesting. I do want that eventually. For now, I'll hold off. Two units, blood transfer ritual. If target... Oh yeah, vampires get half their hit points. Non-vampires get 20. Interesting. It also gets us the Soul Forge. And the Deep Crypts. Okay. In this domain, vampires gain plus 10 hit point regeneration. Wow. Okay. What's the abattoir? Through knowledge. Consume heroes to get experience. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ooh. Let's... You're good to go to here. You're good to go in this direction. We looked at all the skills. We're going to hold off. We have a trade proposal. I'll take a wizard's bond. Okay, so you're here. Oh! So you're surrounded by these mountains, so you really can't expand in this direction. And create a bounty. Interesting. Uh-oh. But we may be too late to grab this. Okay. We now have obsidian weapons. After obsidian weapons... So the fighter... Our monk is not getting it. Alright, so I will grab that now. I did say we're going to grab a forester next. We'll grab that forester to unlock more foresters. And that should push up the storehouse. You're heading in this direction to take a look at things. You're heading in this direction to start clearing things out. After the cultist... We'll queue up a death guard. You're headed here. You'll do this fight. We've seen that. You go in this direction. Do this. We'll just... Oh, we'll go ahead. We'll explore up here. Negotiation succeeded. Spend that to reduce it to 5. Okay. I don't know where they are. Right? Oh, they're at war. Interesting. Okay. Interesting map. Enter. Yep, you're going here. You're headed here. You're making the pursuer. Guess another pursuer. You're heading in this direction. You're choosing this fight. We'll save game. Bookmark 2. Okay. I need the experience, so attack. Reduction and a heavy power cleaver. I'm gonna disenchant. I don't think I want them. Oh, it took a little damage. You're just poking your nose around up here. You're joining this army. This army can head in this direction. Workshop to storehouse. I kind of need the walls. Well, just in case. Yeah, there's... I mean, this is... Oh. Road building. Mark all is seen. Enter. That's a problem. Over here, you are size. Let's go. Hold on. Build road. It's gonna cost. Oh, okay. Interesting. Can't. Low risk. Let me pop the save in case I need to fight it manually. Are we on bookmark 1? I guess we're on bookmark 1. Yep, mark 1. Combat. Great. Here to heal. Leveled up. And I think we take... We'll do Draining Bite first. Again, we'll bounce, right? So I think Draining Bite into Stunning Drain. Again at a Deep Hunger. Because of that stun. Oh no. So we can use it every other turn. So at least these 3. And then the Death Knight straight down to here. So we'll confirm. So she's got some way to heal herself. You've got the storehouse. You've got the gold. And after the gold, how are we doing? No heroes in the domain. No one's in the domain yet. Let's queue up the tavern. Call that good. You're headed down here. Yeah, so now I need to rush in this direction. I don't... Grr. So we can grab this, we can grab this, we can grab this, and we'll see where we go. You're in this direction. And you're in this direction. We're actually going to put you on auto now. Okay, enter. What's the Rose Palace? That must be his territory? So we've got the Mark of the Death Cult. We'll grab Flesh-Carved Ruins. And you're heading in this direction. You're popping you. Oh, hold on. Pop the save. In case I need to fight it manually. Great. Blessed Shooter. I might take a ranger, so I'm going to keep that. Back. And... I guess right here? And then hope... Hope there's enough down here. Team Norris, the city of Summerson's domain, as the Rose Knight. Abort. I want to wait. I want to see, because maybe we put a city here. Alright, so... You're also headed in this direction. We'll queue up another one. Great. And then the vendor. So obsidian weapons are Mark of the Death Cult. Mark of the Death Cult, so we can take advantage. Okay. Down here. Okay. We can go here. And here. Oh, damn it. All right. Yeah, so if I put a third city here, I can't do much. But what I can do is at least put an outpost here to maybe grab the cursed bones. Okay, what do we need? We actually need a lot of things. But I think gold is the priority. Well, alright, no, we'll let that tick. Thorn dust needs a quarry. So we'll grab that quarry. After the vendor, we need the shrine. Enchant. Ah, now that would be worth it. Because we have a Whispering Stone, and it's tied to him. So yeah, I think this is going to be our third city, because we can grab this terrain, this can touch, this will expand generally in this direction. So those are our three cities. But we need... Oh, hold on. Oof. 144. Farm. Now, Forester doesn't get me to here. And that's the important thing, right? So I think I have to grab the third farm. So now I can grab this and this, potentially. Which I understand is a lot of Imperial. We'll go ahead and mark on the scene. I'll take that. Ambitious dreams. In the early hours of the morning. Nope. Defender. End turn. Okay. We're headed down here. We're full. So, save game. Bookmark 1. Trigger this fight. Somebody died. Blessed Rotburn. Gives him leap. Decaying. I'll take that. I'll probably shred it later. Back this way. You're headed there. You're headed there. We are building the outpost to try to snipe this. I don't think it's gonna happen. You can head in the... Oh. All about you lies a blood more, far, far older than any elder vampire. The rancid air is stale and thick with decay. Rivers of blood seep down the great hill, leading towards a deep depression in the earth. There, in a misty, corpse-ridden vale, you find a large, overgrown monument from antiquity. It appears to be an ancient sepulchre, perhaps even a crypt. Yes, here lies the crypt of the Deathless God, but from a distance it shows no obvious enemy. Better inspect it up close. Continue my quest. Okay. Move there. You're headed there. Yep. waiting. You're heading in that direction. You're building a shrine. I don't think I can afford to build anything else. Our rule level's up. So we're going to hold off on this. We're going to grab Thundering Magic. It's better than status 1. So this is just a -1 in status. This is a -1 on both. Because Sundered Resistance low is status resistance and resistance. We'll confirm that. New skill. Well, 100 Imperium, that would have been useful. Good news, proceed. Drop it in 6. Okay. Cooperation. Astral due for 10 gold. I don't need it yet, so I'll pass. Enter. Alright, there's Flesh-Carved Ruins. Then, after Morbid Sacrifice. Our Rock Blast. Which knocks someone out of defense mode. Which isn't bad, actually. We do need a corpse to do this, but I'm gonna grab it now. So there's our research. After that... Real cheap and easy. 5 turns. Central Core. Right. Well, hold on. Hit the wrong button. Right? Well, that's a quarry there, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to grab that. Oh boy. Alright, hold on. So quarry. And I need to go in this direction first anyway, because I need to grab that. Right. You are headed in this direction.
Uh-huh.
You're going in this direction. If we step you out and you here, can you trigger? Yes. Okay. Retreat. Save game. Bookmark 2. Trigger this. Auto combat. What? I don't think we should lose him. So I am gonna retry this. Okay. So he is off by himself, so there's part of the problem. They're all swinging in this direction. We're gonna swing you this way. We're gonna step in this direction. You there. You there. Hold on. Alright, yeah. You there. Step, 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 enter. See where they go from there. Alright, so they're rushing in. Save game. Tactical bookmark 1. So we could almost countercharge. What is this? Dax sustains. Oh, but dies at the end of the. Interesting. Okay. So as long as he's got at least 10 hit points, worth triggering. Not quite. Now, the interesting thing is they don't have a charge attack. So I'll give up our charge attack. for this, go in defense mode, see where things go. Oh. Oh. Okay. So it's a single target. Will Scarlet Plague you? What's this? 10 for each other, then unit. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. Shoot you. Shoot you. Teleport you to here to kill you. Everyone gets a mortal blessing. Charge you. Wail away on you. And then charge you. So now all these guys are low enough they can't attack, and if they move, they die. Much better. Look at that, didn't lose anyone. Lightning immunity ring. We're not facing anyone who uses lightning. Oh, we are. I will take that. Step here. That's fine. Okay. Heading in this direction. Actually, no. Hold on. I want you to go down there. I apologize. You're fine where you are. You're fine where you are. Great. Hero leveled up. So now we're going to grab Death Knight. Trade proposal. I'm going to decline. I don't know who I'm going to war with. Honestly. This could be a very chill game and I just don't go to war with anyone. Which would suck because then I don't get to show off the thing. But, you know, it's the way I play, so. Outpost founded. So we're gonna leave you alone. I don't think it's... Wait, is it cleared? No, not cleared yet. You're headed in this direction. You're headed in this direction. You're headed in this direction. You're good to go. You go there. You go there. You go here. Save game. One. Oh, can't. Alright, we'll wait a turn. Got desecration chambers. Great. Mint is boosted, and I do need the gold. So do I take 5 to get up to 85 gold? Oh, also... Obsidian weapons first. We've got the shrine. Library produce merchandise. I think that pretty much is guaranteed I can't afford the mint. So mausoleum, yeah. I would like that, but I need bodies. So, yep. Okay. You guys are fine. I can afford mana. level of renown. So our major city will grow faster. I kind of need the forge, right? So I can throw on some tier 2 items. But end turn. That's okay. So now we'll cast 33? Oh, I cannot afford that. We'll queue up Flesh-Carved Runes. So, now we're on to tier 2 tomes. So either Scrying or Revel. Right? Scrying means we have longer range. We don't have to worry about enemies standing in front of us. Mayhem's not a bad one. Revels of Blood. The tier 3 support unit wouldn't be bad. Reveler's Heart wouldn't be bad. This would be nice to cast and then boost our thing. Carnival of Flesh is food and draft, and it counts as a farm. And if it's surrounded by farms, it's even more food and draft. I still think Tome of Revelry is the way to go. I could also, honestly, Tome of Discipline. Why? Empowered Strikes, right? Right? Monk gets us a tier 2 melee unit that we can mix in. The Leap to Meditate. The Focus Aims, really good. It means our ranged units will not miss. But this, it's a heal, and we can get negative status effects. And the Monastery. City Stability, next to a farm, draft. Okay, interesting. What do we need more, I guess? I mean, hold on. This is a transformation. So it won't eat into our mana pool. It'll take a lot to cast, but it won't eat into it. Plus, it gives us a very powerful support, right? So now our backline is probably a Scald and 2 tier 2 tier. Two, either a Blood Cultist or a Mage of Decay. No weapon. This affects everyone. I do want to get up to Torment as quickly as possible. Right? Shades isn't a bad one. Dungeons is out. Construct is out. Artificing, I mean, not bad, right? Now we're starting at base 45% crit chance, and it only goes up. Tome of Winds. Fertility is out. Blades is out. Famous isn't bad, right? We get Fate Touched. Right? But we don't have a way to make mists unless we use this. Inquisition, Beacon, Virtue. Doomhell is not a bad one, but I don't think I want that much shadow. Plus, I'll be getting rid of snow anyways. So, the mana... Oh, it's... Okay. Below neutral. So that could still be useful. I think that's a maybe. I think we stick with our goal here. And I think either Revelry, which is chaos, or Mayhem. And I'm leaning heavily towards Revelry. Because we will make use of everything.
Nothing instills more doubt in an enemy than a foe who revels in battle.
Because it's going to take so long.
The carnage, they are the ultimate victors.
I'll lock in the skull
no outcome.
And grab Reveler's Heart. Great. Trigger this fight. Bookmark 2. So we'll finish this turn and call it. Great. More mana. Here 2, so we'll take that. Head back here, heal up. We're headed in this direction. Yeah, I won't. Quite make it. Wait, got a library. Do need another farm, but I also desperately need gold and mana. So this will be a farm no matter what. Let me grab this gold mine to get a decent, right, quarry farm, mana, or mana research, something like that. On our main hero, we'll throw down the Hatchling Bell. Got 159 in the bank. You're not making anything. You need to make something. I think you need to make this and then produce gold. So y'all produce gold. And then grab the mint. Gonna take a while, but I don't think I have a choice. And I think we turn this into a quarry just to grab it. Because in 3 turns, we'll be at Vassalage. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. I have to grab this next, if possible. So it looks like we'll be grabbing a second Forester. Because if I don't grab this, right, he'll grab this, then this, then this. Sorry, this and this gets him 2. Whereas if I grab this and this, that might swing me enough range to get to there. And then we'll be at 10. Yeah, so I think I have to grab this as a Forester next. Just so I have at least one with 1 province near it. And then I can get 2 and 3 because these 2 are connected. Theoretically. Right? Unless grabbing this counts as 1? I don't think you can grab this. So, I only have a couple minutes left. We'll go ahead and save. I think I'm doing good. I am not getting a chance to show off the undead abilities because, well, not really making... So, Thrall increase. So we are making Thralls, right? But we need a corpse. I think this should be either an Embalmed Sacrifice or 5 Thralls. Right? Does that make sense? One or the other but not both. Or some way to sacrifice X amount of thralls to get an embalmed corpse. Because I play passively and on defense, it does mean I'm not fighting anyone. So the odds of me, like, unless I declare war on them, right? Which I might declare war on him. I am not going to get embalmed corpses. But we may hit a point in the game where I'm just like, screw it. We'll declare war on him, wipe him out, declare war on him, wipe him out, and go with this. I think we're going to end up killing the vampire. I think I'm a good vampire. We'll go with that. But I am done for the day. Let me click end turn. Thank you very much for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Smash that bell. That jazz. Even better, check out other videos and playthroughs I've done. Best is come on over and check me out when I stream live every Sunday through Friday, life permitting. Until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another. Okay. If you're watching live, we are done for the day. If you're watching on YouTube, we're done. Right. If you're watching on Twitch, I will run ads. Question: how is Twitch acting today? Okay. I have, according to this, there's only one person on I can raid, so we'll go ahead and raid them. Otherwise, we are done for the day. I'll be back Friday at 1:30. No, sorry, it is Friday. I'll be back Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Pacific. Thank you very much for joining me. And until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another.